Welcome everybody to the first episode of Coulda Been D1. Yeah, we might have stole the name from Drewski, but who gives a fuck? Today is Thursday, September 4th, and the NFL is officially back. Nerm, how do you feel today?
All the way back. I couldn't be more on the moon. It's the best day of the year. I mean, honestly, this is the longest break from football I've ever had in my life. I don't know if you can agree with
I
this.
think the only thing that could make today better is if Bryce Young had his shirt off and he ran out on the field.
I would agree with that. That would
Yeah.
be a pretty good day.
How many do you think Bryce Young has to block in his DMs on the daily?
Dude, I mean, with that resurgence last year, I would say about 95% of those on this planet.
When he was at Bama, how many blonde sorority girls do you think came into his dorm on like a nightly basis?
Dude, I think he was staying clear. I mean, if you look at the way the guy talks, he's exactly who you want to bring home to your mother.
What I actually like about Bryce Young is that every time you see him and he does like a good play, he has this like childish smile on his face. Like, he's so happy to be in the
He
NFL.
does.
He's basically how every normal person would like. Jalen Hurts is on my TV right now, and he always has these bullshit ass quotes talking about, "Oh, I'm so much better than everyone else." He doesn't really say that, but he has that corny ass shit he says. Fuck him. Anyways, Bryce Young is like he'll just be giddy, jumping around with his teammates. Like that's a real QB.
Oh, it really is. But the funniest part about Bryce is he has that dark side to him. That Carolina Reaper comes out like it did against Philly last year, and he just came out dogging.
Oh my God!
It,
Remember when Leggett dropped the pass?
oh, dude,
Thoughts on Leggett this year? What are we thinking?
you know,
Asparagus.
I think he's got a lot of weight off his shoulders with T-Mac coming into the crew. Now he doesn't have to be the number one guy running all these crazy routes. So it's never what he was there to do. He's gonna run go routes. He's gonna run crossers. He's gonna eat raccoon. He's gonna do what Xavier
Yes,
Leggett
sir.
does.
Yes, sir. I'm basically just saying this because I think they both went to South Carolina, but isn't he a lot like Debo? Like he can
He
good yak guy.
he is. Like he's really fast once he gets going. He like actually really runs like a horse, which is kind of ironic with all the horse stuff
Like
he's
he has a
into.
horse form.
Yeah, like he just kind of buckles like a bronco. It's weird to describe, but he really just runs funny.
It's probably that horse in his pants.
It might be, dude. It might
All
be.
right, that's on me. I actually okay. So one of my leagues in fantasy, I have it's a 14 man,
Mhm.
fucking brutal team.
Uh,
I think I might start Renfro this week. What are your thoughts?
wow. I mean, the White Panther is ready to go. I would say he's good for 7 catches, 40 yards.
That'll honestly do it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's between him, Ollie Gordon, Dylan Sampson, and I'm thinking about picking up Dontavian Wicks just because that's the boy. But
That is the best route run in the
honestly,
NFL.
that might be something for the five people that listen to this and shoot themselves in the head after the first 30 seconds. That's I'm gonna put a poll in the comments. We'll see what they have to say.
Yeah. The poll will be all right, I guess first will be your fantasy decisions, but then next we're gonna put is Dontavian Wicks the best route runner in NFL history? Yes or
Facts,
yes?
facts, facts. I mean, you look at the statistics, you watch the game, you see his aura. The guy is the best player of all time. He also passes the name test with flying colors, which I think is a super underrated aspect of being a wide receiver in the NFL.
It is
What do you
huge.
say?
Dude, that's huge.
Think about the best receivers ever and try to find one besides Jerry Rice, boring ass name,
Yeah.
that didn't have a sick ass name.
Honestly, the first one that came to mind is it's not that sick. It's Steve Smith. What kind of name? Steve Smith is an interesting name.
There was two Steve. You remember the other Steve Smith too on the Giants?
No,
You remember him back in the day? I think
no.
he was fucking cold. Smitty would remember that one. Okay, so anyways, let's get into why we started this.
Yeah,
I'll let you go and then I'll kind of give my thoughts too, but go ahead.
yeah. Could have been D1. I guess, well, both of us sitting here on this couch today had various opportunities to be at that D1 level.
Right.
Maybe, I mean, even be higher than that. Who only the Lord knows after that.
Some were saying that you were gonna go pro and you decided to take. We're not gonna get into that. We'll be humble, but
Yeah,
anyways, yeah, continue.
everyone has their choices in life.
Yeah.
I decided to take a different route. I had an opportunity over at North Dakota. Was looking to play wide receiver slash cornerback.
Yep.
I was inspired by my favorite NFL player who also does the same thing, Bo Melton over in Green Bay.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Just knowing that I could provide on both sides of the floor is just something that pushed me to reach that D1 level.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was North Dakota. The money wasn't there. NIL wasn't where it needed to be back in my
Correct.
day.
Yeah.
So
That was pre NIL era.
it
Yeah.
was, which is a crazy time. I don't know what age range our viewers are going to be at, but there was a time where you weren't making money to play football in college. At
For
least
the youngsters out there, I know it's a crazy
it's
turn of
absurd.
events of how it went around. But was this North Dakota or was this NDSU?
This was North Dakota.
What city is that?
This is Grand Forks. So it's probably negative 40 degrees every single day of the year. Smells like cow poop
Yeah.
every single day of the year.
I'm not hating on North Dakotians. If that's where you live, you're never gonna listen to this anyway. You guys don't have internet, so it's not a big deal. But they missed out on a good one, bro. They really did. You what does Travis Hunter have that you don't?
It's a great question. He has a wife. He has
He
a
doesn't have a
child,
wife.
which are two
And
things.
she's so good for him
She
too.
is. That's exactly what you want.
She's totally not gonna divorce him
No,
and take all his money
no prenup. I was hearing
and probably
too,
that child.
which is a sign of trust. It's a sign of full trust in your partner.
Every good marriage has a prenup. I
Yeah.
will stand by that.
Yeah, that is real shit.
That's Bezos never got one. Guess what? His marriage didn't work out. Should have signed the prenup, Jeff. Fucking bum. All right.
Oh,
So anyways,
yeah.
I'll give my 2 cents here. So I was really fucking raw at football back in the day. They used to call me the next one.
Wow.
Basically, you give me the rock, I'd score. And so I remember one game I scored like 4 touchdowns, and then Saban was in my DMs. He actually came to my games, and he's like, we really need you on our team. Like, I really see a future. Mind you, I'm in 6th grade. So this is borderline predatory by Nick. But anyways.
Just shows the dog he had though. I mean, he was
Oh, he would
there
win by any means
by
necessary.
any means.
And that's why Alabama now they're fucking terrible because they don't have Saban in there recruiting children. So
So when you were 12 years old, 11 years
yeah.
old, and you saw this Nick Saban DM, what was the first thought that came to your mind? Were you thinking, I can't wait to play for this guy?
Honestly, I was like, this was like my number 5 school, but they were the first to get at me. I remember Dabo at Clemson.
Yeah.
He came on a little later, but Nick was so forceful and he really wanted me.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, as we all know, I broke my shit crazy in the championship game. Team couldn't get it done without me. And
If you guys are visual learners, just look up Gordon Hayward first game for the Boston
correct.
Celtics, and you will see what happened to his leg.
Now picture that like on the football field. Basically, you could either look up Gordon Hayward or Joe Theismann.
Yeah.
Basically the same shit. It was fucking disgusting. And then he pulled out my DMs. I never heard from him again. Actually, that's not true. He ended up retiring and he said, "We don't want you to come here anymore." Yada yada yada. They're terrible now. Their loss, anyways. And they gave me like no NIL. Again, this was pre NIL. So
Yeah.
and then I took the scenic route, went to UW Madison, and just went from there.
Yeah.
Humble.
Did indeed. And I guess to give our viewers one more visual, when he say just give him the ball and go, just look up Tavon Austin, college
Yep.
mixtape, and you'll see exactly what our host here was doing.
What the West Virginia highlights were basically me in 6th grade Pop Warner.
Can everyone just like hear that? Can you hear that song from that
You
video?
can tell them that I've been from hell and back. Kid Ink was running shit for a while.
Dude, he was on top of the world.
He had that and Money in the Power. He was
Oh my
balling
God.
back in the day. We're missing Kid Ink. So there's way
Dude,
too many.
for real.
First of all, there's way too many white rappers. We have to extinguish them out of the culture vultures, as J. Cole would say.
It started with you, Jack Harlow. It started with him.
It started with Jack. It honestly borderline started with MGK. He's kind of going the rock route now. Music kind of bangs, to be honest. Just kidding. I don't fucking listen to MGK. Let's be honest here. But yeah, anyways, that was kind of background. So we should have been D1. That's why it's in the name. And then why we started the pod is basically is what you can hear is we value our opinions more than like the average Joe, let's say. And so I think you guys just deserve to hear every take we have.
Yeah.
We're gonna give a lot today. But any other reason we started it? I can't remember.
I think you covered it pretty well there. It's just we do know ball better than all of you guys, so I think you guys need to hear what we have to say at all times. It's for your best interest.
I feel like there's just not enough podcasts. Just kidding. Everyone has a podcast, but so everyone else is doing it. Why not? We'll fucking do it.
Yeah, dude. And I almost forgot. As you can probably tell by everything I've already said, I am a huge Carolina Panthers fan. I bleed black and blue. And I was thinking one day as I was sitting at my desk, what is the fastest way to have a meal with Bryce Young? And I figured, you know what? It's put a mic on, get to the biggest stage. You guys will see one day I'll be sitting there with Bryce Young because of this podcast here.
I just got fucking chills thinking about dinner with Bryce Young.
Dude, I
Holy
mean,
fuck.
Jay-Z, get out of the room. Bryce Young needs a chain, boys.
50K or dinner with Bryce Young.
Give me Bryce every
Yeah.
single time.
That 50K, you can burn through that in a night, but Bryce Young, the amount of just fucking knowledge that he can give
Yeah.
you in one dinner.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I could just ask him how I make 50K. He'll teach me how to make 500.
I don't want to get too graphic, but would you give him a under the table? It
Adam, let me ask you this. Is the sky blue?
looks pretty fucking blue
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep pounding, brothers. Keep pounding.
Yeah. Keep pounding is a crazy hashtag, by the way.
It is, dude.
Whose horny ass came up with that?
Well, to completely flip it on you there, Adam. Keep pounding came from this undersized Carolina Panthers defender named Sam Mills, who
That's a good pull. I never. Who is that? Wait, what? When was his like?
he was
When was he balling?
he was honestly in our first. So don't quote me on this. I want to say the '90s.
Holy fuck!
He was back there, but he unfortunately lost the battle with cancer. But he kept pounding better than anyone, man. And that motto in life, when life gets tough on you, you just keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Which is what Chuba Hubbard and the boys are gonna do all season, man. Oh,
keep pounding. Gosh. Also, really good in the bedroom. Just you get tired. You're a little sweaty. Keep fucking pounding.
Keep pounding.
Keep pounding in Panthers black and blue.
Wow, that's amazing to hear.
Well, I think that's a good segue into. I know you got a hot take about Bryce Young. So,
yeah,
what are your expectations this year? Is he gonna win MVP? Is he gonna start dating an IG model? Let's see who's on the table these days. Who's a baddie? Who's just a baddie?
A baddie that I could see with BY9 right now. Honestly,
that is not his name.
I might go with the lady I just saw on the TV. I'm sure everyone's heard about Love Island at this point. There was this girl named Huda who just came up on the TV. Looks like she got some deal with the NFL. Yeah, but she's a beautiful one. I think Bryce Young would be perfect for her. I think that's a match made in heaven.
You kind of need that dynamic of that innocent, nice guy, and then an absolute just bombshell.
Yeah, it keeps it perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I might have to blur that. Yeah. But anyways, I think we can keep the rest of it. Okay, what else? Yeah, this year I'm gonna just go through it. Some of my takes, like we said, the whole point of this podcast is to make sure that everyone's well informed. Our opinions are out there. It's super important for you guys to hear what we have to say because, our ball knowledge is really just on a different level.
It really is.
You guys deserve this one. So we'll just start off with this.
What are you thinking over here?
Most of the people probably listening to this episode have seen the video because I can't imagine this is getting out to the broader public. We got CeeDee Lamb tonight. We need his yards. We need Jamar Chase touchdown.
Pump it.
We need Josh Jacobs touchdown. We need Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Yep.
And we need fucking what was the last line? Fuck. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
Wait, I have the parlay right here. Give me a second.
We need it like we need air to breathe.
Cardinals money line. Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah.
One of the hardest watches I've ever had to see. The guy is fucking brutal. But they play the Saints, and there might not be a more brutal team in the NFL. Yep. If you're a Saints fan, it's probably best to just, sit the season out, to be honest.
Take it off.
Just take the season off.
I don't even know if Archie Manning will save you.
You ever been to Louisiana, by the way?
I have. I went to New Orleans once.
Not a big fan of the place.
No, it stinks.
Stinks, bro.
Literally stinks.
Yes,
the air is thick. I saw a little human feces on the sidewalk. Yeah. It encapsulates what this team is.
It's a hot, sweaty place. Stinky, and odds are within a couple years, probably going underwater.
It is.
Given our climate. This is a non-political podcast.
We're live.
We're live. Little transition. Had to stop the recording. Just watched the first half of the Eagles-Cowboys. Actually, really good game.
A lot of offense. I'm from both sides.
Roger Goodell, he's promoting that offense, putting these kickoffs to the 35 and whatnot. Whatever, league's fine. I would prefer if they put it back, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the kickoff.
Yeah, I hate the fact that if you want to kick an onside kick now, you have to declare it. It's just so annoying.
That is the dumbest shit ever.
Dude, it's just ruining the fun.
You do that and you take away moments like Colts Saints Super Bowl when the Colts did it, I think the Saints did it at the start of the half and got the onside. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Even though
I was gonna say that would have helped the Packers, but
Is that against the Seahawks?
yeah, but they was pretty obvious they were doing an onside, and we still didn't
Yeah.
get that bitch. So
Speaking about the Packers, Adam,
yeah,
as a guy who's been a Green Bay fan your whole life,
that's right.
obviously one of the biggest trades in NFL history happened. Micah Parsons sent over for 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. Talk to me about what happened when you first saw your phone reading that was official. Micah Parsons was a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I was playing CFB 26. Solid game. I'm nuts at the game. If you want to play me, you stand no chance. Anyways, so the tweet hits my TL, right? Adam Schefter, he's all over it. That's kind of his thing. By the way, so random, but are you a Schefter guy or are you an Ian Rappaport guy?
I'm a Rappaport
I think
guy.
I am too.
Schefter is some of his tweets are just like, I get this off my feed. I don't need this right now.
He's scummy. Shams too. I'm sure you fucking hate him.
Yeah, dude. Woj was so much better than
If
Chance.
we have to get into, we'll get into the Shams discourse later. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm playing the game. I get the notification, and from there, it's just like scrolling. Like, what did we give up? And the fact that we got him for 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. No disrespect to Kenny Clark, great player, had a good career.
Yeah.
Pretty. I mean, respectfully, he's like definitely mid now.
Yeah. He's on his way out.
On his way out, yeah. And he's still not even that old, but I think he's on his way out. And I'll have a couple years. But anyways, the fact that we got him for that price is just that's like Jerry being stubborn. I think a report came out today that the Eagles wanted him. Obviously, he's not going to trade it in division. I don't think any team should be ever trading players in division, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Unless they're, like you should never trade a superstar in division. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped about the team. Defense looks good. Jeff Halfley's a beauty. Best DC in the league? Probably not. It's probably Spagnola. But Halfley is a beauty, and I'm pretty hyped for the season. Super Bowl odds went way up. I'm feeling confident.
Way up. And Parsons is the favorite for DPOI.
I think he is. My question to you is, if your team made the Super Bowl and lost, would you or the people around you?
It's a great question, Adam. Great question. You know, I want to say myself, but if I did that, then I wouldn't have the option to take out my ops first. So I'd say I'd start with the others, and then I can work my way down from there and start moving to myself.
I think once you like, this is a non-murder podcast, but if it was, I mean, I think I've heard people say that and this is like a Theo Vaughn thing, but I think they said it feels pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a little bit of a rush from it.
Coming off the Super Bowl loss to like you're not given a lot of options there.
No, no.
You can either, be, a human being and just take it on the chin, or you can be a better human being and
Only two options, really. I remember staring down the barrel
Uh,
after Super Bowl 50. I remember that day.
yeah.
It's a tough crossroads.
that was back. I was like I was a kind of a Panthers fan growing up because I had went to a game in like '08 and
Mhm.
the Panthers played the Packers and Steve Smith was just cooking.
Dude,
I love
it's
Steve
filthy.
Smith. He was like the first NFL jersey I ever got.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like not cheering for the Panthers necessarily, but definitely had a little hope for them, and that was a fucking brutal one.
Yeah. Dude,
Bad
it
performance all around.
was terrible.
Well, it's tough. All right, bro. Let's get into some hot takes for the season. I'll let you start.
yeah.
Let's just go back and forth and just let the fans hear it.
Let's do it. Well, I'll start off with another team that's in my division. I think what Tampa's doing is pretty cool around Baker. I got Baker Mayfield winning the MVP this season. I think he's going to put up 50 touchdowns. I think 4,500 yards is doable. All they got to do is get 12 wins, and that's possible. Emeka's going to come in and just
Yeah.
raise the floor for everybody in that room. I wouldn't be surprised if he was their number one receiver by the end of the year. And then,
Number one over Evans.
dude, he could be that. He is so reliable.
I'm an Evans hater. Fuck that guy.
He's pretty old at this time.
This is my take about Evans, and
Yeah.
now this is gonna catch some flack. People aren't gonna like this.
Oh,
I think he's the most mid superstar receiver that there's ever been, and now that's like a contradictory phrase,
I
but
hear it.
that guy he's never been the best receiver in the league. Obviously, his consistency is great. Like, respect to him in that degree, but the guy has never been the best receiver in the league. I'm not even sure he's been a top 5 receiver ever in the league. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
But
there might be a season or two where he was fifth, maybe. Not even though.
yeah, he had a couple good years with Jameis, but that was more so Jameis was just throwing that bitch.
Yeah. So with that being said, could a guy who's never been the best but also has insane all-time stats be a Hall of Famer? Like, is Mike Evans a Hall of Famer?
I think he's a Hall of Famer. He's got the stats. I'm just hating because, like, when I watch him, fuck him. And also, I used to get him in fantasy, and the guy, I think I got him in his absolutely brutal years. So just getting him. This is my thing. If you fuck me over in fantasy one year, we're beefing for your career.
Yeah.
I hate you
Yeah.
forever.
Oh, that's all.
Is that you? Would you agree with
Oh,
that? Yeah.
let me tell you guys my all-time never draft again list. First off, it's Jalen Waddle. The amount of times that
I have him in 2 leagues. That's not
Ew,
good. Yeah, no, I
ew.
feel you though. I feel you.
He's one of those guys who I'll never take again. As well as Le'Veon Bell one year after the
Jets.
holdout.
Yes.
I
Yep.
was so disgusted.
I had him that year.
There's some other guys I can't think of, but yeah, there's some guys. It's like you're banished. You're shadow banned.
100%. Yeah.
We might have to make an all-time list of those kind of guys.
I have Waddle this year only because I think Tyreek might get traded because I don't think they like him over there.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so you got him MVP. I think he's like plus 2,200,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
I have my first take is Patrick Mahomes is going to win MVP. A lot less of a bold take. I think he's like plus 700, maybe gone up a little bit with the injuries and whatnot. But my take there is basically that in the years after he doesn't win the Super Bowl, his stats are insane. I might pop those up on the screen. I'll look them up. He's electric. He's coming off like a down year for himself. So if they win, they win their division, they get a good seed. I think he'll get his numbers, and then yeah, I think he's got a chance.
Yeah. I can hear it, I guess, but I mean, who's he really throwing the rock to at the end of the day? He's throwing to
Right now it's
Taylor Swift's husband, who's basically a crippled old guy at this point. Xavier Worthy, who could just run a go route.
By the way, shout out to their marriage. Good for them.
Yeah. Clap it up.
Peace, Swifties. I know you guys are watching this, so you're gonna love that.
But yeah,
marriage is so beautiful, bro.
it is a great
Just
thing.
kidding. Fuck them.
Don't get in the way of football, guys.
Yeah, don't get in the way of football. If you choose your wife over ball, then you need to. And I hate saying this, but I'm gonna blur that.
You need to.
I need to get the bleep sound effect. Like,
yeah, we'll get that.
I need to get that thing queued up quick. All right. So what's your next take?
My next take is, well, one more MVP thing that I kind of had is if this man can play every single game this season, and that's a big if, because rumor has it he has been dead for weeks.
Oh, he's I already know he's dead.
Matthew Stafford has the ability to win the MVP if he can play every game this year. I don't know what's going on with his back.
I could see him winning MVP, except it's not him, it's his clone.
It could. I mean, a cyborg Stafford would be insane.
That would be insane.
Dude, imagine that.
He's already got a rocket. Imagine giving him like robotic abilities.
He could throw like an extra 20 yards now again.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's throwing to Devontae, he's throwing to Puka, both top 10 guys.
I think their defense is like insane too this year.
Yeah. Jared. Oh, actually, I'll save my Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. All right.
We'll be back.
You got something there?
I do.
All right. Actually, let's get into it. Just skip through to that one. Yeah. What's your next take then?
I think the defensive player of the year this year is going to be Jared Verse.
Really?
I think he is taking huge leaps, and this year is going to be the one where he just takes and makes an insane boom.
Wasn't he a rookie last year?
He was, but the way he was just coming after the quarterback, he gave Sam Darnold hell, absolute hell. His bull rush is already one of the best in the entire league.
Yeah,
I don't know who. Some like all pro lineman basically said that his bull rush is one of the hardest things to stop in ball, and
interesting.
I think that's going to lead to him being the DPOY.
Speaking of bull rushing, Lucas Van Ness, listen, if you less aggressive. Let's calm down. Lucas Van Ness, my bold take. This isn't a real take, but if he gets one sack this year, it's a successful year. That guy's brutal. Okay, anyways, they're saying he's been good in camp. He's got Micah now. The guy's brutal. Anyways, my second take is that Brian Thomas, I don't even know if this is that bold either, but is that he'll be an all-pro first team and he'll have 1,500 yards.
Wow.
I think he is so special.
Yeah.
I watched him. Obviously, he was amazing last year. I watched him play the Wisconsin Badgers in the bowl game 2 years ago, and he had like 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was insane.
Yeah.
I see him probably getting like 1,500 yards, 10 plus touchdowns. That's what I think. With Travis there too, Travis will definitely command some, defensive coverage and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, their run offense I think it's pretty brutal. Etienne, going back to guys you'll never draft again. Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
Fuck him. I took him over Derrick Henry last year. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's all my fault, and you would be right. But, he'll never even sniff my team again. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's got to go.
We should have a segment in the future just called Fuck That Guy.
I'm with that. That'd be great.
That'd be easy. All right, what's your next take, bro?
My next take is George Pickens is going to be better than T. Higgins in every single stat this year.
That's kind of a bar.
I think that it really is.
Yeah.
It kind of rhymes.
It did.
But I think the Cowboys are the new Bengals in every single sense. Terrible defense, quarterback
Right.
who's slinging the rock.
Good take, bro.
Wide receiver one who's elite, as good as you can get at football. I mean, CD and Jamar are both as good as you can physically get. But I think George Pickens is going to prove he's a better two than T. Higgins is.
Okay, so based on what we see in the first half, the game just started, second half's on. But do you think that obviously the Bengals didn't make the playoffs last year? They were pretty close, but do you think the Cowboys have any shot at the playoffs this year?
I think they do. I think they have a shot if.
They probably need to win 10 games.
Yeah, they're gonna need to win. You got to win 10 in the NFC because the NFC North is gonna always put up a couple of good teams.
I believe that the NFC East plays the NFC North this year because we play the Giants
Yeah,
and the Cowboys, but that could be third place schedule. Oh, we play the Commanders. No, yeah, we do play the NFC. So they play the NFC North. Obviously, that's tough. I don't know who's on their AFC schedule, but
yeah.
it's gonna be tough here. We'll
10
see.
win. I would say if I had to bet, I would 100% say no for the Cowboys. But
Okay, yeah.
there's a window there. They're gonna be one of those teams on the edge.
I'm sure they have plus odds. All right. Anyways, my next take, kind of going along with that, not even really that bold because of the same reason. I have Dak will lead the league in passing yards this year.
It's a good take.
I mean, they're gonna be losing every game.
Yeah.
I remember they did it against the Packers in the playoff game where we kicked their ass. He had like 0 yards in the first quarter. It was absolutely brutal. They're like playing from behind all game, and he ended with like 420 yards or some shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same shit this year, I think. This game, obviously, a high scoring game. Dak's been honestly killing it, way better than I thought. We'll be doing a QB tier ranking soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch a couple of weeks and we'll do that.
Yeah. Something I will say as a former cornerback one myself.
You were, yeah.
Dak's really good at looking these guys off. He'll be looking one side, turn the other way, and just throw it 60 yards downfield. That's something that's tough to guard. I think it'll open up a lot for those passing yards.
He just looks his guys off, and then while you're looking away, he just takes your girl.
Oh, just right there
Just
on the
slammed
spot,
her.
right on the table.
Yeah. Dude, this might be the most. Is this the most light-skinned QB game of all time? We have Jalen Hurts for Dak Prescott.
It really is. Wow. I would not love it.
I don't know. I mean, you could throw Bryce Young in there. He's in that category.
He is.
This is like the when you're looking
He's
at him
the
though,
bro.
it's like I mean, I just saw Jalen Hurts lick his lips on the. They're like showing him at the bottom of the screen doing his like NBC headshot thing. Guy just licked his lips on my screen. This guy he's not playing because he does not play because he loves football. He's playing for the bitches, which honestly I can respect that out of him.
Yeah.
I only played sports growing up because of any chick that was watching, which was none. So
Yeah, I mean, all the time, the fastest kids got all
They did.
of the ladies.
holy shit! In second grade, I was honestly drowning.
Yeah.
Nehemiah, were you always like a fast guy, or were you just more like a long distance guy?
Always long distance. I had no sort of burst. I mean, I'd say like freshman year of high school, the burst kind of went out the window. But
Me-
you know, I'd get my long strides going.
Middle school though, you were a little bursty or no?
Yeah, I had a little
Okay.
bit to me then. But then I got really tall out of nowhere.
Wait, Nia, I don't think I know about what sports did you play growing up?
So I played soccer from
Pussy.
as long as I can remember until about junior year of high school.
Oh, got cut? Yeah, you bum.
No, I try to play. I guess basically that. I try to play cross country and soccer at the same time, and I was like, I
Oh,
can't
this
do
same
both.
season?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I got to pick what I'm better at. And
Is that AJ Dillon? I'm sorry. to interrupt.
is it? It
Oh, it's him.
yeah. Look at those quads.
The mayor of DC.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not talking about Washington. I'm talking about Door County. Door County, Wisconsin.
The quad father. Wow, he looks like he could just eat Devonta Smith. in
Dude,
2
I'll
bites.
be honest. I do not remember he was out all last year. That is something that completely slipped my mind.
I don't know what happened to him.
Maybe we did miss him. I don't know. He'll probably be decent this year, just given how good the Eagles' O-line is. But anyways, next take I have is that the Steelers will win a playoff game. I don't know if my takes are kind of pussy.
It's a
But-
crazy take, honestly.
That one might be a little better because I think they'll make the playoffs. My
Yeah.
Tomlin teams are just generally good enough to
Yeah.
make it. And
That's not a crazy take. That's
You-
pretty normal.
to what, to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So then I think winning it is a little crazier just because like they're probably the most like mid team of the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
But I think Rodgers could have a game, and I'm a Rodgers dick rider, obviously. The guy was my superhero for like 15 years.
I still have his poster on my wall, and I look at it every night. And I touch myself to it, but
Don't we all, brother?
yeah, we do. I mean, you get the Bryce Young stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I think they'll win a playoff game. I think he'll have like 30 touchdowns this year, and
Well, let me ask you this.
yeah,
They're probably not winning the division. They're gonna have to play a wild card game against
they were probably not winning.
Kansas, Buffalo, the Ravens. Who are they beating in a wild card game?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You kind of just they'd have to be like the Bills or the Ravens.
Yeah. I mean, when
Or
you
the
look at,
Chiefs, which isn't going to happen.
I'd say their best shot there is the Ravens because their player in division it kind of gets a little iffy.
The AFC North is always going to be a bloodbath too.
Yeah.
What's the okay? So it'll be obviously Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. What are we missing? AFC South. Oh, dude, imagine they luck into like a Texans game
That's
or
the
a
window.
Colts game or something.
That is the window.
That could easily be a win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
talk about the most that I think that's the worst division in football.
oh, I think they've been the worst division in football for like our whole lives.
Yeah.
It's a joke every year.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. No, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They got some fun QBs though. They have some fun QBs. I'll give them that. They
Yeah.
have Lawrence, Cam Ward.
Daniel Jones,
That
the face of fun.
he is the face of fun. Yeah.
Actually, let me get into my next take. I think Vanilla Vic will secure the starting job for the season and bring the Colts to the playoffs
Really?
this year. I do.
Is that something you believe in?
I really do believe in this. I think he's not great at football. Don't get me wrong, but that brother can do the job.
That brother can move, and that brother does have a playoff win,
He
which
does.
is more than a lot of QBs can say.
That's a lot. It's more than most of the league these days.
Most of the league, yeah.
So I think he's the future of Indianapolis.
Okay. I like that take. I think they have a good defense, and I'm a big Jonathan Taylor guy.
Huge.
Badger.
Yeah.
And he's a beast. Yeah, he's a beast. All right, let's do one more take. My last one, actually I have two. So number one is the Giants make the playoffs. I don't know why. I think their defensive line is just insane.
Mhm.
Some of the names they have like Burns, Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence. Like that's absolute hell for a D line.
Yeah.
And then I think Russell Wilson is decent enough where he's been pretty brutal lately, but I think he's decent enough to get you some wins and get to the playoffs. I'm not saying they're going to win a game, but I think they can make it. And my last one is that the Weatherhawk parlays are going 20 for 20 this year. For those two, that shit hitting, bro. This shit is hitting. And we had a first quarter cash on our first play of the year, on our first leg. I think it's destiny. We're not going to lose.
Yeah.
If you want, okay, take the S&P returns for the last 25 years. You're basically can quadruple that one time this season if you just tail the Weatherhawk. So
really
putting that out there.
If you like money,
if you
don't like money, don't listen to this.
If you hate women and you hate a good society and people, if you like starving people, then you're gonna fade the Weatherhawk, and that's on you. That says more about you than it says about us. So that's my take. Just be a good person, tail the play, tell your friends, and get rich with everybody. Everyone's gonna have a good time.
Oh, copy that, brother.
Nehemiah, one last question. Keep it going. Start bench cut of QBs that you would feel most comfortable raising your firstborn daughter. I'm gonna give you three, okay?
Yeah, let me hear him.
I'm not gonna give you Bryce Young because obviously I know what you're gonna do with him.
It's a good man.
Yeah. So Justin Fields,
yeah,
Joe Burrow, and Bo Nix.
Wow.
Now I'm not talking anything about talent. None of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Who do you feel most comfortable taking your little girl on a walk and making sure she's fed and babysat and all that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Out of those three guys.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you who I'll cut right off the gate. That handsome devil living in Cincinnati. You just know his whole life he's been tempted by too many pootangs.
You're probably right about that.
We're getting Joe Burrow out of there.
Yeah.
I can't trust the brother. I don't know who was caught in his house the other weekend. There's some burglary, and some lady got exposed for hanging out with him. He's just got way too much of.
I'm not going to say names. Her name was Olivia Ponton, but I'm not going to say names.
We're not saying them. We're not saying them.
names.
And a guy who's being tempted that much in life, you can't trust him.
Right. Okay.
And then, this is tough. I'm gonna trade.
No, it's just benching or starting.
Oh,
you got to trade anybody.
I was thinking keep trade cut. I'm benching.
I suppose you could do that too.
Bo Nix.
Okay. So he's like the backup stepdad.
Yeah.
He's like this father who stepped up.
I don't know enough about him. This is a really tough call, by the way. I don't know enough about him, but he seems like he fits the description. You know, he goes out there, he performs. He's taking a lot of hate in his life.
Pretty lunch pail guy.
You can trust that. And Sean Payton's surely got to be a good influence on him.
Probably, yeah.
Actually, I guess not. Sean Payton teaches guys how to cheat, is what he does.
I think Sean Payton also almost killed Brett Favre, and also
Yeah.
this is an anti-drug podcast. I think he's a weed smoker. Anti-drug podcast. We do not support the use of drugs.
Nope.
Never.
Stay in school, guys.
Drugs are bad.
And then who I'm starting is the guy who was loyal to Chicago. You know, they didn't love him. Actually, I guess they did kind of love him, but
They shipped his ass.
he just didn't love passing to his. He didn't love making reads on the field, so that's why they had to get rid of him.
Not the brightest QB, but
he's
entertaining, and I think he'll be fun for the Jets. And I agree. I think he'd be a good father.
Yeah, I think he puts his body on the line.
I'd let him raise my daughter.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd keep the door open at all times, but I'd let him.
Yeah. Would you let Justin Fields, and now imagine your daughter, she's like 4 years old. Like, would you, feel comfortable with Justin Fields taking his car and picking your daughter up from preschool?
No.
Would you feel comfortable with any of those guys?
No, I'd say,
Is there any QB that you would feel comfortable with picking your daughter up? Kirk Cousins, easy one.
Kirk, of course. Yes. Kirk, I 100% would.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's a description here, but maybe Trevor Lawrence.
Not boring white guys. We trust everybody.
Yeah. Just to make sure I'm not fitting the description.
Everybody's fine.
We'll toss. I should not even be why not.
Eli Manning.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I think he's
trustable guy.
I agree. I like these. How about Aaron Rodgers?
No.
He'd lace your daughter's milk or something.
Yeah, he's good.
Allegedly. Or this is an Aaron Rodgers love podcast.
Ayahuasca at the age of 4 would not be good for her.
This is not an ayahuasca podcast. That would be terrible. Do you think you'd ever do ayahuasca? No, you wouldn't. This is an anti-drug podcast.
Oh yeah, great trick question.
Would you though?
It depends who's asking.
Yeah. If you got invited by Aaron Rodgers to go to, where's he go? Like Peru or whatever. If you got invited you to go to Peru and he was, letting you be in his tribe taking the ayahuasca, would you do it with him?
No, I wouldn't. This is an anti-drug podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, back to that. Who would I let date my daughter? Also Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
Unrelated, but probably would Reed Blankenship.
Different position, but same idea. I think I'd let Jake Ferguson.
Yeah. Same thing.
How about CeeDee Lamb? Would you?
No. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
It's not a CeeDee Lamb though. Hit the first leg of the Weatherhawk parlay. Stop sleeping.
You guys like money again. The Weatherhawk. You know where it's at.
Shout out to Hawk. We're not allowed to release his name legally due to legal reason. Oh my God, that guy his back just broke. He just got up. He's chilled.
I don't know who Campbell is. I don't know who this entire Philadelphia defense is anymore.
These Eagles players on defense, there's some names out here that I'm not sure I've heard of these guys before. Okay, how about let's do this? The game is 20-24 right now. Dak and the boys are at the 50-yard line. What do you see the final score being in this game?
Dallas offenses look good. Jalen Carter's an idiot.
That was insane. We didn't even bring that up. Jalen Carter spit on a guy. I'm sure you guys saw it before the game even started, basically. That might be the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen a player do in my life. And I've seen Ty Montgomery take a kick out without letting Aaron Rodgers touch the ball. He fumbled it, and then we lost the game versus the Rams in I believe it was 2017. And the Rams are undefeated at this point. Yeah, it's just random pulls like that. Fuck Ty Montgomery, though.
So many. Ty Montgomery haters on this podcast.
2 high safeties.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to sound like you know football, just start talking about 2 high safeties.
Let's run the ball. Let's get rid of the 2 high safeties, and let's talk like we know more ball than anybody else out there.
But we actually do know ball.
We do know ball. We do know ball. Don't tell me I don't know ball. I will literally. I won't do that. I'll have to bleep that too. Anywhere I have to say, you can't even on TikTok. I don't think.
No. We can add like a spacebar soundboard button or something.
To the bleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
I will. His.
Yeah, you'll have no idea what I'm saying.
Anything else we want to?
Wait, let's talk about. And I know you're not a college football guy. You're not a real ball lover.
Yeah.
But
I'm watching none of that. If I want to watch.
Did you watch any of the games last week?
No. I watched a little bit of Arch Manning, Ohio State. Got really bored.
That game was kind
Would
of
have rather watched some Pee Wee football than that garbage.
okay. I think,
Terrible.
dude, as long as you just put a little money on it, watch the game, gives you another reason for you to not, for you to just sit on your couch all day long and watch football with your boys. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We just watched the end of the Cowboys Eagles, and CeeDee Lamb is a certified seller.
Indeed, that is a tough choke job. I mean, three drops to close the game. Probably could have won it with any of those.
I'm not a big Dak guy, but he was actually putting it on the money, and CeeDee Lamb just is allergic to the football.
Looks like
Is
it,
that
man.
the consensus?
I would say so. Those are piss missiles, man. CD was laying out for the last one, and I really thought he was about to be the hero, but
Eagles didn't really impress me, and I have a take. And now this is a bad thing to say,
yeah,
but I think Saquon Barkley may tear his Achilles this year.
that is terrible.
I'm not hoping for it at all. I actually like the guy a lot. I think he's a good guy. Something about how he was running today, his shit's snapping.
No.
That's all right. I'm sorry about that, Saquon, but your shit is gone. All right.
He did have 480 touches last year. That's like a record.
He just, I don't know. He looked good today, obviously, but it just wasn't the type of moving that I don't think, I'm used to seeing on it. So something's getting torn. Everyone's tearing their Achilles today. It's like the fun thing to do. So, all right. Anyways, we're gonna get into our picks this week. Straight money lines. We're not doing spreads.
Yeah.
Or should we do spreads?
I don't think I mean, we don't have them listed here. Let me see. Yeah, let's go spreads.
We'll do spreads. That's a little more fun. A little more hard. I'll probably go for 10.
All right. So we got Kansas City tomorrow, -3 over the Chargers. What do you see happening there?
I think I'm taking I think I'm gonna take Chiefs -3.
I'm also taking Chiefs -3 there.
Chargers, they usually give them a good battle, but like Hampton's first game, Chargers don't really have a lot of firepower on offense. And Mahomes double magic, of course, above all. So I
Yeah.
think they're -3. Bucks Falcons. This is actually a really fun game.
Good divisional matchup.
In Atlanta, I actually don't really think that matters that much. I am gonna go Buccaneers -1.5.
I am also doing the same.
Are we just gonna take every favorite?
It might be that way.
We'll see.
Falcons defense getting shredded. Then going over to Bengals Browns. -1 or 5.5 is the line here. I'm honestly gonna go Browns here. I think the Browns are gonna do it. I think their defense is gonna step up pretty big. They
Yeah.
throw some stars over there.
I don't hate that take. Joe Flacco is honestly like pretty serviceable. It's an AFC North divisional game. I could definitely see them covering 5.5. But we need Jamar Chase touchdown really bad. Leatherhawk. That's the next play. Is that the next in line? That's the next in line. So we need Chase touchdown. But I'm gonna go with Bengals -5.5 again, actually. So we're contradicting on this one. I think the Bengals actually played in the preseason this year, their starters, as I don't think they usually do that. So I think they're finally gonna have a good start. I think the Browns are brutal, but I don't hate your logic there at all. Dolphins, Colts. Colts are -1.5. I am gonna take Dolphins +1.5.
Wow, I'm taking the Colts on this one.
Okay.
I think the Dolphins they're on their way out of the league, damn near. Mike Daniels is going to be the first coach fired this year.
Oh,
I think Tyreek is
that could have
not
gone the
gonna-
hot take segment.
something's not gonna work with Tyreek.
I 100% agree on the Tyreek thing. And I do see I don't know for sure, but I feel like the Dolphins run defense probably just isn't good. Just guessing because fruity color scheme usually means bad trenches.
Bad trench work.
So I think Jonathan Taylor's gonna have a big day. Wouldn't honestly hate his touchdown, but I think I'm still gonna take Dolphins +1.5 just because I think they're usually decent in the first game of the year. Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Game of the week: Panthers, Jags.
Jag 3.5 favorites. I mean, what are you thinking about that?
I think I like Panthers 3.5.
There we go. There we go.
And I'm not just dick riding.
Yeah, I think the new D line is gonna be.
Let me hear your real thought. Give me your real analysis of this game.
I'll give you from the soul right here. I think the run deep. It's gonna be two offenses against two decent offenses against two terrible defenses.
Derek Brown's back, right?
Yeah, Derek Brown
He
is
is
back.
so good.
He's gonna plug the middle, make it
Yeah.
really hard for any team to run. People forget last time he played, he set the record for D lineman tackles.
Yep.
And I think the Jaguars are gonna need to rely on the run to be decent in this game. Brian Thomas is gonna be good.
Yep.
Travis Hunter's probably gonna be decent.
JC and Thomas. Does JC travel or is he just kind of stays on
He
the
doesn't
side?
travel. It's just why our DC might get fired if they're anything close to last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the run defense will be enough to be the difference. I got Panthers 30, Jags 24.
Oh, high scoring game, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's some bad defense.
So if you're listening to this, also take the over.
Yeah, hit it. Smash it.
Raiders, Pats. I think I'm hammering Pats -3
Wow.
or minus 2.5. It is at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that as well. I think they're building something pretty solid over there.
I don't know what Genty is yet. Geno Smith is like so average.
Yeah.
I have Brock Bowers in fantasy, so I hope he has a big game. He is an absolute dog, but I think Mike Vrabel's going to have the boys fired up to play game 1
Yeah.
on the new team. And the Raiders are the Raiders, so it's like, I don't know if they've ever been good in my entire life, to be honest. Saints Cardinals. I am going Cardinals -6.5. This is also a Weatherhawk play. We need the money line bad.
Oh yeah.
I just think that the Saints might be the hardest team. If you're, like I said it earlier, if you're a Saints fan, it's going to be a brutal year for you.
You might as well just stop watching now.
And Kyler Murray is a horrendous watch. The guy sucks, but it's year 2 with him and Marv. He's actually usually really good at the beginning of the year, and then he falls off a cliff. So I think it's same trend. I think Cardinals probably win this game by 20 points.
Yeah, I think he looks probably the best he will all season in this game.
That
and
good take.
then he will disappear.
Yeah, great take. Jets Steelers. I'm taking Steelers -3. I might even take them -10.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and the Jets will have a lot of turnovers against the Steelers defense.
Yeah. Now field to be fun, but it's the Jets, bro. It's just they're almost in the Saints territory. Saints are still probably way worse, but next game, Commanders, Giants. I am going to take Giants +6.
Wow, +6 is.
Yep.
I think there's good value there. I'm gonna also tell you
Got a
that
lot of
+6.
points.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude.
I think
really a lot.
We brought it up earlier, but the D line is so good, and Russ is decent enough where I think they can keep a lot of games close this year, win a lot of tight games. And I'm a big Jaden Daniels guy. I think he's top 5 quarterback. But game 1, they play the Giants. It's a divisional game again. I think they're going to cover +6.
I agree. I got to see the run game first before anything.
Commanders run game. Yeah, I don't think their defense is like all that special. I could be wrong. I don't. I know ball, but I don't know ball in this situation. Broncos, Titans. I'm taking Broncos -8.5, and I think again I'd take them maybe -13.5.
Wow, yeah. I guess that is
Cam Ward having to open his career in Denver is a tough start.
Yeah, this will probably be the worst game of his career.
Yeah.
If there is one.
And I think Cam Ward will be great, but this is a tough game.
Yeah, it's tough for any quarterback. I'm agreeing. Broncos 8.5.
Yeah. Seahawks, Niners. I'm gonna go ahead and take Seahawks -1.5. I actually think this might be my lock of the week.
Yeah, dude. I hate to say it, I'm agreeing with you here. I thought we'd have a lot more different.
This is a surprising line to me because the Seahawks basically have a brand new team, and I'm a Sam Darnold hater, unfortunately. I think he's a KOC merchant. We kind of saw that at the end of the year that the guy just absolutely fell apart. He can definitely sling it, like he's got a great arm, but I don't think he can put it together. I think the Niners are due for a bounce back. -1.5 to me is an interesting line.
Yeah, I don't know if the 49ers have enough.
Niners are missing a lot of players, but CMC's back. Kittle's still there. I think they'll cover this one.
Yeah.
Second game of the week, we got Packers Lions. -2.5 is crazy. This is pussy as fuck of me, but I'm taking Lions spread, and I think they're gonna win the game.
Yeah. They're the more complete roster still, even with the Micah Parsons addition. And they were a lot better last year.
My guess too is Micah's gonna be on a snap count. Our receivers are basically all injured.
Yeah.
Matt Golden's obviously a dog, but we usually open the year slow. The Lions have been giving us problems. I just think that
where is this game?
This is in Green Bay. But
yeah,
I'm just not confident. I think the Lions are going to beat us, and then we're going to go on a run, and it's going to be fine. But that's
going to be fun to watch.
It'll be great. This might be the most entertaining game of the week for sure. Rams Texans. I
am hitting the Rams -3 there.
Yeah.
The Texans, I don't think have they have one of the worst lines in the league, if not the worst.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no run game to speak of, I'm assuming.
Yeah. No run game, no explosive running backs. The receivers have been kind of iffy. It's just really Nico and the crew.
Also, let me get off a take here. I agree. I think Rams -3 is probably going to be covered. But my take is that Kyren Williams is fucking terrible, and I can't believe they give him the ball so much.
Wow. Just because he's not getting the efficiency there?
He's not efficient, and I think he fumbled the ball like 7 times last year.
Wow.
Would you be happy if your RB1 fumbled 7 times?
No, I'd be pretty pissed.
I'd want him on the bench. I think he's so mid.
He's doing something right to stay on the field, but
He's definitely a hard-working guy,
yeah.
but I'm not impressed by him. I think the reason they don't play Blake Corum is for there was a video that came out on TikTok. It was like Rams guys trying to stop the clock at 12 seconds exact.
Yeah.
Can you guess where Blake Corum stopped it? Did
It
you
was,
see?
it was 3 seconds.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 seconds. I mean, that is absolutely blasphemous. If
CTE, ESPN.
the CT is kicked his ass bad, and his NFL career hasn't even started. So, anyway, sorry to get off topic. Rams -3. I agree.
Yep.
Blake Corum, we're gonna get you a new brain. Okay, Ravens Bills. Oh no, this is the real game of the week.
This is
100%.
Sunday Night Football.
Wow.
Two guys who haven't been able to get over the hump, but have some God
In
spots
Buffalo is interesting. What are your thoughts here? This is a tough one for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take Ravens money line. I'm gonna take Ravens spread.
Wow. I'm gonna take Bills here. I'm thinking it's gonna be a nail biter. It's really tough.
This is an incredible week 1 game. I'm shocked that this is. Shout out to Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
You finally did it with this one.
Yeah. I am thinking the Ravens are gonna get their steam towards the second half of the season this year. That's why I'm gonna go lean Bills here.
Lean Bills. All right, I'm taking Ravens. And lastly, we have Vikings Bears. I think the Vikings are gonna win the game. I think Caleb Williams is gonna throw like 2 picks. He's gonna be in hell. I think the Vikings defense and offense are both offensive line are better than the Bears.
Yeah.
Obviously they have a lot of weapons in Chicago, but I'm gonna continue to hate Caleb Williams and then hope I'm right because him sucking would be so funny.
Yeah. I have mostly the lead Vikings. That defense is probably the best in football.
Is Caleb Williams the most hyped QB prospect since I'll go Andrew Luck?
Yeah, it's fair to say.
Yeah,
There hasn't been one guy who stood up. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was also up there.
he was very hyped. You're right.
I don't
He
know.
has not lived up to the expectation.
I think Caleb has had more hype than Trevor, though.
I agree. I mean, the thing about Trevor was literally after his freshman year, it was like he was basically a lock for the first pick.
Yeah, it was pretty set.
But they were calling Caleb like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember the takes, but they were basically calling him a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, they were calling him the next Wemby. Wemby was getting drafted into the NBA. Yeah. They're like 2 goats drafted at the same time.
Down the year, we'll get into our NBA talk. Wemby, that guy needs to. He's a scary man.
He is indeed.
All right, well, I think that was honestly pretty solid. I like our picks. We'll have to reevaluate. I'll post a graphic on Monday to see if I went 0 for 20 and you went like we agreed on most of them, which is usually means those are probably not gonna hit.
No, not at all. It'll be the opposites.
I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, tell us. And if I just tell the Weatherhawk. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. If you like people eating, then tail a Weatherhawk. If you like people not eating, then be a bad person. Okay.
If you like money, just tail.
Just enjoy money and enjoy the fruits of fruit itself. All right. Anyways, that's episode 1. I hope all 5 of you really appreciate this episode. We're gonna have one next week, same time, Friday morning. You can enjoy it with a cup of coffee. You can enjoy it with your girl.
That's pretty good. That's a great outro.
And yeah, I hope you guys don't. I'm gonna bleep that at the end. I need one of those in there. I've been a lot of bleeps, so we're gonna need that one. All right, anyways, thanks for listening. Have a good one.